Hello and welcome everybody to today's Sahaja Yoga meditation session. And this is actually day 29. So we've had our 21 days and now we're well and truly into our follow-up sessions, which we're having every Tuesday and Friday for the foreseeable future. And joining me tonight as co-host is Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hello. Good to see you, Richard.
Nice to see you again. Yeah,
Yes.
we're kind of getting together like this on Zoom every Friday night,
Yes.
I think, and it's absolutely wonderful. And for those of you who might be joining us for the first time, whether on Zoom or perhaps on YouTube, we'd like to welcome you especially, and just come along for the ride, as it were. And it's a very organic process, this Sahaja Yoga meditation. And so there's no real beginning, middle and end. And as long as you have the desire to enjoy meditation, experience self-realization, then wherever you start is the best place to start. And if you can join us regularly, that's fantastic. And towards the end of tonight's session, we'll just remind you what you can do to meditate at home on a regular basis. So today's topic is, Leah, perhaps you'd like to tell us what today's topic is.
Yeah. Well, joy is the nectar of our spirit. So it's a very interesting talk, very interesting topic, because when we have our self-realization and our Kundalini awakening, we have this state of joy. And as Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga, generally put, joy is a state that it just is. So whereas happiness and sadness has got two sides to it, whereas joy is just being in the present, feeling the joy and feeling the joy, which is the nectar of the spirit.
Wow. So to help us to experience this joy, tonight we've got Kamlesh and Chris. So welcome, Kamlesh and Chris.
Welcome.
Hello, Richard. Hello, Leah.
Hello.
Hi,
Leah.
Chris.
And especially welcome to Kamlesh, because Chris has presented for us a number of times already, but Kamlesh is joining us for the first time on this 21-day series. So welcome to you, Kamlesh. And can you tell us just a little bit about your experience of how you found Sahaja Yoga and how you've come to be here today?
Oh.
How did it all start for you?
I got my realization in India over 30 years ago, and I'm just here since then, and every day of my life is just like a blessing. And I've been doing meditation, and
That's great.
it's like a breathing for me.
Yeah, it really is. And so, Kamlesh, when you first started, and tonight we're focusing on the joy of the spirit, I'm just wondering, was that one of the things that you experienced way back when you first began? Is that one of your memories, that you felt this joy, perhaps that you'd never really quite felt before?
Yeah, I was like a seeking and wanted to know about myself. I read a lot of the religious books, and then I knew, and because I read about the spirit and soul and all that, the connection. So when I only read one of the Shri Mataji's talk from the cool breeze of the divine, and then I thought, this is what I'm looking for, because in books you read it, but nobody tells you, or it doesn't explain how to deal with your day-to-day life. So when I read one of the Shri Mataji's talk, I straight away, I recognized Shri Mataji and I knew that's what I want for my life. And since then, I'm just doing meditation and knowing about myself every day. You learn something new.
I'm sure we can all vouch for that. And
Absolutely.
Leah, myself, and Chris and Kamlesh, we've all known each other for quite some time, but it's always fascinating because we don't necessarily know how the other has, where it all started for them. So it's always, I'm sure you'll agree, Leah, it's wonderful
Yes,
to
absolutely.
Kamlesh's story. And I'd just like to ask, talking about getting to know each other, how, Chris and Kamlesh, how did you get to know each other?
We were married in Sahaja and met by Shri Mataji. First time we met in Ganpatipule when we were announced to be engaged by Shri Mataji. And then we got married, and then I came to Australia like 27 years ago.
Wow, amazing.
And we got one beautiful daughter. We are very much blessed by Shri Mataji.
Yes, indeed. Chris and Kamlesh have a beautiful daughter, Nandini, who's now working in the oil and gas industry off the coast of Western Australia. And perhaps one day we can ask her to come and present a session. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Young people are even, very beautiful at presenting.
That's right, yes. There are actually quite a lot of young people in Sahaja Yoga.
Yes.
I guess we come on quite a bit because, we've just had many years of experience and we just love to share that experience with many people as possible. But along the way, I'm sure we'll give some of those younger people a chance because they have so much to offer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, which is joy. They have so
which
much
is joy, exactly.
Mm.
So that brings us back to, we just keep coming back to joy. We just can't get away from it. Can't escape it. So
Can't get enough of it.
Can't get enough of it. That's true. That's true. And before we hand over to Chris, who's going to just try and put into words what this is all about, and then after that, Kamlesh will demonstrate what it's all about with a guided meditation.
I think we've got to talk first.
Yeah, we've got to talk.
Mataji.
Yeah, sure. So we'll have Chris's, I guess, words of experience and wisdom, and then we'll have a talk from the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Shri Mataji, and then we'll come back to Kamlesh for a guided meditation. So maybe, Leah, shall we hand over to our presenters for tonight?
Yes, absolutely. We'd love to hear, Chris, a little bit of what you want to say about joy. And then we look forward to listening to Shri Mataji's talk and then coming back for a guided meditation by Kamlesh. And
Leah and I will be back afterwards, and we'll see what we've felt. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All righty, over to you, Kamlesh, or Chris and Kamlesh in the first instance.
So this is an interesting topic. A product of the manifestation of the spirit, your awareness of the spirit, is joy. There are other things that it's like a package deal. You get truth, you get your enlightened attention, you get compassion, forgiveness. They're expressed through as qualities in your chakras and through the 5 elements. But today we're talking about joy, and Shri Mataji said it's can't be described, the feeling of joy that people get as the nectar of the spirit. And when I thought about it, it's different for everybody. Their memories of the experience of joy that is really imprinted in their in themselves, the experiences. Shri Mataji said it's indescribable. It's where your conditionings just fall off, and there's no barriers, and you just feel like enjoying it, the moment. To me, that joy is a collective thing. It's experienced with others. That's where it's been most profound for me, and particularly in terms of being with others in the moment, and expressing our friendship and camaraderie with each other. And it's where you respect the freedom of others, that they're their own glory of being a creation of the divine. You experience them in their fullness and their uniqueness, and there's no conditions. You just feel free as a bird, and as well as being thoughtless, full of love, and in the present, in the fullest sense, and all you want to do is just feel the joy, and it can be sometimes intoxicating, and just great to be alive in feeling that. It's the very essence of you. You are the eternal self, and that's who you are, and that's pure joy. Now I'll ask Kamlesh, how do you feel the joy? Or what's your greatest memory of the joy of the Spirit?
For me, joy is when we have a joy of the Spirit. We are speechless. We go beyond everything, beyond thoughts, beyond time. And we are just one with the divine. And then when you are one with the divine, there's nothing more to ask for or nothing else to feel. That's the joy for me, to be one with the divine.
That's all we've got to say. And the way you get there is you meditate, and you use the techniques we've showed you in these 21 days and the follow-ups to go deeper into your spirit, and to make the culture of spirit every minute of your life. And then you've got the potential to experience that joy more and more, not just in those special moments, but in all moments of your life. So that's our little bit. Let's go to the video now, which is to Shri Mataji, which is the source of this knowledge and the source of this power to feel the joy.
Now, you all have realized by this time that within us lies the peace, the beauty, the glory of our being. There's an ocean of all that. We cannot seek it outside. We have to go within, what they call in the meditative state. You seek it. You enjoy it. Like when you are thirsty, you go to a river or you go to an ocean. And try to quench your thirst. But even the ocean cannot give you sweet water. So, how can anything that is spread outside give you that deep thing that is within you? You are trying to find it out outside where it does not lie. It is within us, absolutely within us. It is so simple because it is your own. It is within your reach, just there. Whatever you have been doing, going out to find the joy, the so-called joy, the so-called happiness, the so-called glory of worldly powers and worldly possessions. You have to reverse it back, the whole thing. You have to project within yourself. It was not wrong that you went out. It was not correct that you went out. You shouldn't feel sorry for what you have done so far. It was not the correct way to get to the real joy of life, the real glory of your being. It has worked in so many people that you have entered into that subtler understanding. Some people are only at a mental level, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe some are only at a physical level that they can feel it. Doesn't matter. But you are on the correct lines. You are moving correctly. Try to meditate. Meditate more so that you reach your inner being. And this inner being is the vast ocean of bliss which exists in every one of us. Is that vast, glorifying flood of light that floods everybody's inner beauty. So to approach it, you have to go within yourself by denying things which are against it, against your movement. Sometimes the wind can be very, very strong for you to misunderstand that the glory of God is within. But turn back. Every moment, remember that your movement has to be inward. When you move inward, you forget the ideas of your outer glories. A person who is of a very base nature thinks that if he makes a lot of money, then he has a deep joy, but he has not. He is the most unhappy person if you go and see him. He is worried about small things of life. You must have heard that people who are very rich are kleptomaniacs. They are worried, they are very miserly. They are worried about a needle here and there. A little thing missing, they get upset. They have so many habits that they can't live without it. So riches have brought always a curse on human beings. So those who seek only the riches cannot enjoy them. Then there are some better people who think that by ruling others, by getting power, we can achieve a very great position in life. They too assume, pray. You have seen what happens to them. People don't even want to talk about them. Now there are people who get attached to someone, to one person, or to the family, to their children, to their relations. Very common in India. That's also not the way you can get to God. That's also so limited. Keeps you hanging around them and wasting your energy completely. But if you enter into your being fully, then all these things have such meaning. Everything has a meaning there. In the sense, if you possess anything, and if you are that kind of a person who is supposed to be possessive, he never possesses, he's so detached. He's never possessive, he's so detached to God. But he can play around because he's so detached. He can create a drama out of it. He can play with the possessions and teach lots of lessons to people. He's so detached, so generous. He enjoys his generosity. The whole thing becomes so different or so dynamic. All the beauty that is created by human beings as possession is exposed before you. And you start enjoying all those things without possessing them. You understand the myth of possession. Same with your powers that people have over other people. Spirit is the freedom, is the free being within us. It is detached. It cannot be killed. It cannot be blown away. It cannot be burnt away. It is eternal, Anand. It is eternal. That spirit is joy. That spirit is the source of joy. That emits joy. Joy is different from happiness and unhappiness. Ego, when it feels pampered, it feels happy. I like it, I like it. This I business is ego pampering. That is not joy, because you like to drink today and tomorrow you don't like to have a headache. It has the double side of I like and I don't like. You like something through your ego, dislike through your super-ego. So it is a one coin and they have two faces, one is happiness, another is unhappiness. Joy is beyond that. Joy is a drama. Seer is a witness. You see a drama, you know it's a drama going on, you just watch it as a drama. You are not involved and you are seeing it and enjoying it. You are crying if you see something, you are weeping, but you know you are not that. It's a drama. Seer, the witness. Your spirit is the witness. And when you become the spirit, you become the witness. You become the witness. For example, you are seeing something through a window. There's something exists in the window, for example. Now you enter inside the room and you see through the window. Your conditioning is like one wave arising in you as a thought which comes from the past. It rises again, another thought comes up and goes in the past. First the past thought is there and then another future thought is there, it disappears. You see the thought rising but you can't see the disappearing of the thought. In between that is the present. That's the place is established, that present is established when your attention becomes enlightened by the Spirit. Either you think of the future or of the past. But I say now, at this moment, at the present, you cannot stand there because your spirit is not enlightened. Because spirit is the present. When you get your realization, you find that you are not thinking of the future or the past, you are just enjoying. Everything becomes different. The whole life becomes a drama and the joy out of it starts coming out. And you really enjoy small things here and there. And you really understand how much joy was lost before realization. This is not your mental thing that gives you joy, but the joy pours on you from your head just like this, a cool thing starts pouring down. As some people have a feeling of the tension rising up, it's the same way a cool sort of thing, flow of joy you feel in your whole body pours out. Sometimes this cool breeze that rises in the head also starts becoming like a fountain pouring down that joy. You look at the pictures, for example, see this star of Moses. You see David's star, you see that. When you see that, you can think about it. Or else you just watch this. Watch it and don't think. The joy of the creation of that thing, whole thing, becomes one with you. Like all the creation around, a lake is completely felt in the lake if the lake has no ripples. Completely. In the same way, all that is joy. The Creator, whosoever it may be, has put there. You get the complete joy within yourself because there is no thought. There is no barrier, no conditioning. The whole thing becomes one with you and you start feeling extremely happy, extremely joyous. A feeling which is indescribable. It is to be just enjoyed, to be felt. Like Kabira was asked, why don't you speak now? So he says in Hindi language, he's one of the terrific poets we have. He says, Jab mast hue fir kya bole? When I have gone into the nectar of the intoxication, nectar of the intoxication of the spirit, now what can I talk? There's no word. No cup can fill this joy. No words can fill this meaning. You better be with me and get it and enjoy yourself. That's all he could say. That's what I say, the narrow vision has closed your eyes to so many things. Even Christ you cannot understand. About Christ is written in Devi Mahatmya, about Mahavishnu. All his life is written. If you can read it, you can find out that before coming on this earth, you will see how he was created, what powers he was given, how he is the Son, and all that is written. But for us, only we think that Bible is the authority. It is. But even to understand that Bible, as I told you to understand Gita, you better get realization. In the same way, to understand that Bible also, you have to get your realization. The one about whom it is described had never been to a school. None of them have been to any school. For the first time in this life, I have learned this English language. I never knew this language in any one of my lives before. Because I knew I'll have to talk to you and I'll have to tell you about spirit in this language. But to understand it, we have to read ancient scriptures. Beautiful ancient scriptures are there which describes the nature of the spirit. It said that spirit has got three qualities. Sat Chit Anand. Sat Chit Anand. Sat means truth. Chit means attention. Anand means joy. Sat is the truth. What is the truth now? If you see something white, it is the truth. All right. But what is the truth of this shawl? A realized soul can know. Not you. Because his spirit is enlightened. He sees the fifth dimension of this shawl. Let him hold it in his hands and he will know that this is Mother's shawl. Immediately he'll feel those cool vibrations coming out of it. He'll know that this is Mother's shawl. That is the truth. The four dimensions which we know of is not the truth, but the fifth one, which is the truth, which is the spirit. Sitting down here, you can find out about anybody. What is he suffering from? What are his problems? What are his chakras? It's absolute. This knowledge is absolute. If you have 5 or 10 children who are realized, and if you tie their eyes and ask them about a patient which is suffering from, they will all raise their fingers, this or this or this, or all of them, whatever may be the case. All of them will raise the same fingers. It is absolute knowledge. It cannot be argued. It cannot be refuted. It is what it is. And also, today the man may be having these problems, tomorrow he may not have at all. So then, whatever was there is finished. Whatever is today, that's what they are going to tell. So it is the truth. The rest is all is mithya, is false.
Kundalini. So now let's raise the Kundalini and we'll do a guided meditation by Kamlesh. So put your attention on the center of the palm of your left hand, and then just use your right hand as you raise it, slowly moving around it. And tie one knot. And then we'll do it a second time. And we'll do it a third time. One for each channel of the subtle system. Tie 3 knots. And then we'll do the bandha. So from the left side, take the right hand and go across the fontanelle and down again, protecting all those chakras. So that's once. Do it a second time. A third. And a fourth. Fifth. Sixth. And seven. One for each chakra. And now we'll do a guided meditation by Kimlesh.
Can we have Shri Mataji's picture? Now we just look at Shri Mataji, because Shri Mataji, she is the source of vibration. She is the one has given us realization, raising our Kundalini. Now we slowly close our eyes and put both hands on the Mother Earth or towards the Mother Earth. Because Mother Earth, she gives us the balance and teaches us the gravity. Mother, please give us the balance and teach us the gravity. Now we just put left hand on the lap and right hand on the Mother Earth and clear our left channel. Mother, please clear our left channel. Please take away all the negativity, all lethargy, all emotion, all my past from the left channel into the Mother Earth. Mother, please clear our left channel. Now, right hand on the left and left hands towards the sky. And we clear our right channel. Mother, please clear our right channel. Take away all the excessive heat from my right channel into the sky with the air element. Mother, please clear our right channel. Now both hands on the lap, attention on the center channel, and we clear our center channel. Mother, Please clear my center channel. Please keep me in present. Please give me the balance. Mother, I surrender my past and future in your divine lotus feet. Please keep me in present. Now we put our right hand on the left Swadhisthana, the left side where the body meets the legs. This is the center of our pure knowledge. Mother, please give me the pure knowledge of divine which acts. Please give me the knowledge of myself, my spirit. Now we put our left hand on the liver, upper part of the stomach on the right side. Say, Mother, please come into my liver. Take away all the excessive heat from my liver. Please give me enlightened attention. Now we put the right hand on the left heart. Here resides the spirit. Mother, I am the spirit. I am eternal. Mother, you are all powerful. Please come into my heart. Please fill my heart with love and compassion. Please give me the joy of my spirit. Mother, I am the spirit. I am the spirit. I am the spirit. Now we put our hand on the forehead and press it from both sides. Mother, please come into my Agya Chakra in the form of Shri Lord Jesus and Mother Mary. Please give me the power of forgiveness like Jesus. Please give me the power of love and compassion like Mother Mary. I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. Here we say the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Now we put the hand on the back of the head and lift the head towards the sky. Mother, please forgive me for any mistake I have made knowingly or unknowingly against my spirit, against my seeking. Now we put our hand on the top of the head where the fontanelle bone area is. Stretch your finger and press the palm on the scalp and rotate clockwise. We say, Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Please strengthen my connection with the divine. Mother, please grant me the state of deep meditation. Please grant me the state of thoughtless awareness. Now we put both hands on the lap and we just sit for silence for a few minutes. And followed by the music after.
Bolo, bolo, Sadashiva, bolo, Namo Shivaya. Bolo, bolo, Sadashiva, bolo, Om Namo Shivaya. Bolo, bolo, Sadashiva, bolo. Shivaya. Shiva Bolo, Om Namo Shivaya. Bolo, Bolo, Sada Shiva Bolo, Om Namo Shivaya. Bolo, Bolo, Sada Shiva Bolo, Om Namo Shivaya.
Well, thank you, Kamlesh, for that wonderful guided meditation. And I've got the feeling that, as we've been saying, and as Shri Mataji said, that everybody can feel the peace and the joy. And I'm kind of reluctant to say too much. That was a beautiful piece of music too, a very simple incantation there to Lord Shiva, who is the divine aspect that looks after the left heart wherein resides the spirit. And as we know now, that joy is the nectar of the spirit. And we don't just talk about it, but we can actually feel it. And it's a very subtle but very profound feeling. So once again, thanks to Chris also for that introduction, and to Kamlesh, and in fact to both of you for wonderful guided meditation. We've got a couple of lovely compliments, words of thanks in the chat on Zoom, and so Leah and I were hoping that if anybody has any questions or comments in light of what we've been doing for tonight's guided meditation, for tonight's collective meditation, then we'd love to hear from anybody who would like to join us by switching on your camera, your microphone, or if you'd just like to drop a few words, a question perhaps, into the chat, then we can look at that and get that feeling that we are really all one here. And even if you're joining us on YouTube and we don't hear from you directly, of course, we're all here in Sahasrara, and whether we can physically talk to each other or not, we are all connected.
That's right.
Otherwise, we'll just sit here in thoughtless awareness.
Feeling the joy, the nectar.
Immersed in the joy.
Yes. Beautiful, truly beautiful meditation. Very nice.
And maybe Chris just held up his hands there, and so did Leah, so did Kamlesh, and so did Richard. And maybe we can just invite everybody who's participating to just see what you feel on the hands.
Yes.
Because what I can feel is like a cool breeze just gently flowing across the palms of the hands. And I guess we're differentiating throughout today's session between joy on the one hand and then kind of happiness, unhappiness on the other, which is one being absolute and really indescribable in a way, and the other one being very circumstantial, and one minute you're happy, then you're unhappy, and it's all kind of depending on what you're thinking about or reacting to at the time. But when this Kundalini is flowing, we're connected with our spirit, when we become the spirit, then it manifests as a coolness, and it's been described variously at different times and in different parts of the world, in different cultures, but it has been described as the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. And that's a very palpable description because that's what it feels like. And the great thing is when you feel it, you know that that's the real deal.
Yeah.
And that nobody can take that away from you. And as long as you have the desire to be in connection and be in meditation, then it's there and it's always available, unlike the unreliable happiness, unhappiness.
And unhappiness, yes, that's right, yes. And Shri Mataji explained that beautifully as well tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, here's a comment. Let me have a look. Just big thank you from Soumya. Thanks for the beautiful meditation, Jai Shri Mataji. And nice comment there from Iqbal and also from Valerie in France, at the very beginning there. So it looks like everybody's just happy to remain in the silence and enjoy it and not question it, because really what can you say?
What is that question? Yes, exactly. So on that note, we could raise our Kundalini, put on our bhajan, and then continue meditating with music.
Yeah, and just before we do that, Chris and Kamlesh have selected some 3 lovely pieces of music. Each is about 4 minutes. And right at the third of those 3 is a Ukrainian folk song, which I'm looking forward to hearing, as well as the two before that. So there's lovely variety. It starts off with some flamenco and then a beautiful piece of soul music from Vimala Rowe, a friend of ours who's a jazz singer in the UK, and then the Ukrainian folk song. So I'd encourage you, when we've raised our Kundalini, to hang in there and enjoy some of that.
Richard, I think it's a Ukrainian bhajan.
Oh, okay. So it's a devotional song, not a folk song,
bhajan.
but a devotional song from
Song of Unity.
Ukraine.
Song of Unity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the world is united from the mountains in Europe to the Himalayas in the India.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, Leah, excellent. Let's all raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan. Thanks again, Kamlesh and Chris, and thanks, Leah.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Richard. Another great job as MCs. Love you.
You'll get your turn soon enough.
Thank you, everyone who joined us tonight.
And enjoy the music.
Let's keep on meditating with the beautiful music, and we look forward to be live again with you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
हो किन्ना सोना तेनू, हो किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, दिल करे वेखदा रवां, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, दिल करे वेखदा रवां, दिल मुर्दा ने लग समझाया, दिल मुर्दा ने लग समझाया, दिल करे वेखदा रवां, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया। Sarega bada sarega, rega 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 re, rega rega sa. Sarega sarega ba sarega bada sarega sarega re sa da pa ga ga re sa. Sarega re sare sarega re ta sa, sarega re sarega re gare gare sarega re ta sa, sarega re pa ga da pa sa da gare sa da pa gare ga pa da da. प्यार तेरा है जिंदगी मेरी, प्यार तेरा है जिंदगी मेरी, करनी ये मैं पूजा तेरी, करनी ये मैं पूजा तेरी, तेनू अखियां दे, तेनू अखियां दे, तेनू अखियां दे, जमे वसाया, दिल करे वेखदा रवां, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, किन्ना सोना तेनू रब ने बनाया, दिल करे वेखदा रवां।
Okina sauna tenu rabuni banaya.
Beauty comes and beauty goes. Some say beauty ebbs and flows. A fleeting glimpse of ecstasy will forever stay with me. The greatest beauty there's ever been is the beauty that can't be seen. Ah, beauty. I walk into a mocha scrub, looking at this land I love. Beauty, and staring at a full moonlight in deepest depths of the night. Beauty, when I sit upon the earth, I feel it heal me off my heart. Ah, beauty. Beauty. comes to show the way, someone comes to explain. Mother, that one requires an open heart, one must desire a brand new start. Brother, and one may live in spirit's light, one may give in love's delight. Sisters are beauty. Beauty.
Смерекові сині гори, мальовничі неозорі, на схилах спадає туман. Сонце промінь запалає, райдуга переливає, грай музика звучно грай. Від Карпат до Гімалаїв кожен дім хай привітає, всіх сестер, братів збирає дружня сім'я. Найдзвінкішим водограє, наша пісня хай лунає, бо відрила вільні крила мати нам дала. Рідна мати, свята мати, Шрі Матаджі, Шрі Матаджі, Шрі Матаджі, Нірмана Деві. Шлях до істини відкрила, Божу іскру запалила, кожне серце розтопила у любові навіки. Синє небо посіяла, рідну землю освятила, лотосними стопами по землі пройшла. Від Карпат до Гімалаїв кожен дім хай привітає, всіх сестер,
Kundalini.